Welcome to the Pine Hosting channel. In today's video we're going to be going over how to get an MTR for your server. This is great for both game server clients and dedicated clients, as an MTR is a very important way for us to debug the traffic flow and see if there's any issues with your server. Before we begin, we'll go over what an MTR is. An MTR essentially stands for My Trace Route, and a trace route is essentially just a way to follow packets to the server destination. So you run an MTR, and what it'll do is it'll track all the data, and it'll see where it goes through, where it might lose some packets, where the ping might get a bit high, and if you send that information over to us, we'll be able to figure out what's causing issues, why your ping's high, or why you might be having issues with disconnecting from your server. And then from there, not all the time, but we can always change the routes to fix things, or we can let you know where the issue is, as it might be something on your ISP's end that you'd have to contact them to resolve, for example. So to begin with an MTR, all you'll need is the IP that you want to ping. So if you're a game client of ours, this is the IP here. It's on the left of the colon, so we can copy that. If you're a dedicated client, obviously you'll have an IP or multiple IPs on your server that you can copy. You can use this for anything, to be honest. It doesn't have to just be dedicated hosting with us. If you just want to check your traffic to any service, as long as you've got the IP, you can ping it and you can see how your ping will look and where your traffic flows through, because it'll literally tell you which destinations and cities it might flow through, so you can see if your traffic's taking a bit of a weird route and things need to be optimized there. Next up, you're going to need a program for Windows at least, is WinMTR. This link will be in the description of the video. I would suggest going straight to the GitHub to download it, and then on the right you'll see the releases. We will download the latest static release, and then from there you can open this and you will see there is a application to run over here. We'll run the 64 version. You can extract this, obviously. We're just going to run it in the zip because I'm doing it for an example, and then you will see this over here. What you can do now is either paste the IP in that you copied. If it's an IPv6 IP, which are the super long ones, then you can obviously enable this check mark, but this obviously is just an IPv4, so we will turn that off for now. And then all you have to do is click start. Right, obviously I live very far away from the server, so my ping is not great, and my ISP is not the best either, but you can see the sent over here, and as it goes up, this is how many packets have been sent. Generally what we suggest is you let it run for 1 to 2 minutes, just so it gets above at least 100 sent packets. And then what you can do is export it as text or as HTML, or just copy it to clipboard and then send it to us on a ticket, and then we can review all the information. It can be kind of complicated to see, so I won't go over exactly how everything works in this video, but essentially you'll be able to see where the packet loss is and if it's happening on the server side or on your ISP side. And that pretty much covers it. What I'll do for now is I'll export this as a text file. I can save it in downloads. I can give it a name like MTR for Pine, and then save it. And then what I'd do is I'd send that in the ticket over to us, and we can review all the information and see where any issues might be happening. And that's pretty much it. That's a way to get an MTR on Windows. If you need anything else, feel free to contact us. We'll be more than happy to assist.